this bulletin, Fiji on track to achieve herd immunity. Bulitavu lays new claims on Sudelpa expenditures. And slow start to Lambasa vaccination drive-through.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Atera Lendua.
Good afternoon, Fiji. Fiji may not be out of the woods yet, but we are less than 12 weeks away from achieving herd immunity. This is a development that health experts believe will change the status of our pandemic. The Ministry of Health hypothesizes that there will be a decrease in the infection rate once at least 50% of the population are fully vaccinated. Fiji needs to achieve herd immunity to halt transmission and the possibility of mutating new variants.
Of course, we're beginning to see some of the numbers drop a little bit in the Central Division. Of course, our concerns are with our families and friends in the Western Division. And again, we really just want to push out the vaccination program that we have in place and the public health safe measures.
10 people have been left homeless after a fire destroyed a 3-flat house at Pandit Maharaj Street, Vesi in Kinoya yesterday. National Fire Authority Chief Executive Kwamau Sawane says the corrugated iron and timber house was fully engulfed when firefighters arrived at the scene after 11 a.m. yesterday. Sawane says the fire team managed to stop the fire from spreading to nearby houses. He's urging the public and property owners to take fire safety seriously after a spike in the number of incidents this month. According to the NFA statistics from January to date, a total of 67 structural fire incidents were recorded compared to over 70 fire incidents for the same period last year. The NFA will be carrying out its investigation into the incident to ascertain the cause. There have been new developments in the Social Democratic Liberal Party scandal as MP Moses Bulitavu now levels new claims regarding the party's expenditures. Bulitavu, who is wanted out by Sudelpa, claims the Party General Secretary is being overpaid with a $40,000 salary and a weekly allowance of $400. Party General Secretary Lenaitasi Nduru says Bulitavu is trying to divert attention and will not bend to his accusations. He says Bulitavu's attempts to oust him will not be successful.
I don't know where he's getting his figures from. I think I know his sources, but they are not... I can say that they are not correct.
The biggest problem in Sudelpa is governance and also transparency, and also the, the cloak and dagger culture within Sudelpa.
The head of Economics and Programming Unit at the Asian Development Bank believes tourism is the key to Fiji's recovery post-COVID-19. Eric Albers says Fiji being able to vaccinate its targeted population will be a confidence boost to potential tourists, which will lead to economic recovery. Albers says there cannot be a full economic recovery without the resumption of tourism, even in a short run.
And when we reach those high numbers of vaccines in the community, that will allow the gradual easing of restrictions, which in turn will allow the economy to start recovering.
The drive-through vaccination in Lambasa has gotten off to a slow start with only a few people jabbed since it opened last Friday. The drive-through vaccination site has been set up to vaccinate as many Fijians in Mavuata as possible. Rahul Deo of Rahul Investment received his first dose at the drive-through. Jitendra Sami of Siberia Lambasa says the drive-through is an excellent initiative that will help those who have a busy schedule. Sami brought his wife to get her first dose of the vaccine. He says the process is simple and convenient. Fiji continues to grapple with COVID-19. However, young people in rural and maritime areas are taking charge of their health and environment. As youth clubs prepare to commemorate International Youth Day this week, young people continue to do what they can to feed their families and protect their communities. Youth in Namberi village, Vakandrove, are taking charge of transforming food systems as they make use of seedlings supplied to them to feed their families and earn an income. The Nassau Levu Youth Club in Savusavu are planting crops that will help them combat rising sea levels while providing a sustainable food source for their communities.
For our conservation program, we're doing tree planting alongside our seashore. As you can see, we're planting Tavola tree here, the Ivy tree, the wood tree, and alongside with some Besi and Dilo tree that we've been planted to protect our village from big waves and also stopping the soil erosion.
And to our latest COVID-19 update for today, Fiji recorded 603 new COVID-19 infections for the period ending at 8 a.m. yesterday. 380 cases are from the Central Division and 223 are from the West. The Health Ministry also recorded 18 new COVID-19 deaths between the 4th and 9th of August. 7 deaths were in the Central Division and 12 in the West. Fiji has recorded 37,512 cases since April this year. There are now 24,420 active cases in isolation, with 12,677 recoveries in total. The COVID-19 death toll now stands at 317. The vaccination campaign also continues around the country. As of last Friday, 513,535 or 87.5% of the population have received their first dose of the AstraZeneca vaccine. 180,722 or 30.8% have received their second dose. The 5 most vaccinated areas include Rewa, Ba, Nandronga and Naitasiri, which are now 100% first jabbed. Next is Nandi. Rewa now also takes the lead as the most first and second jabbed province. Up ahead, Olympics boosts Tambako Dhoro's morale. Welcome back. Team Fiji sprinter Banube Tambako Dhoro's Olympic debut is only the beginning for the Mbao native. Participating against some of the best in the world has been a morale booster for Tambako Dhoro. The 28-year-old says he has taken in all the learnings and is now focused on taking his athletics career to the next level.
I'm never afraid of competition. I'm never afraid to lose. I think the greatest thing about me is that I learn a lot more from my losses than I do from my wins. So losing can be your greatest teacher. And right now I'm just going to take all the positives out of it and I'll move on with my athletics career.
Fiji Mbati assistant coach Chone Wesile is inspired by what the local coaches achieved with the Fiji Sevens and Fijiana side at the Olympic Games.
Fiji Rugby Union boys has proven with their coaching staff. And the only person that comes in is the head coach. The physio, the trainer, the SHC coach is a local.
France rolled out the red carpet for the Olympic flag, which landed safely in Paris. Belarus President Alexander Lukashenko has told reporters that the sprinter who defected at the Olympic Games in Tokyo was manipulated. Lukashenko told the reporters the sprinter would not have fled abroad otherwise. Generally, sunny and windy conditions are prevailing over most parts of the country. There's a slight chance of scattered showers by late afternoon. It will remain cool at night. That's FBC News Now. Join us again for our 1-hour major bulletin at 7 p.m. And be sure to download our FBC app to access the latest in news and sports and live radio broadcasts from any of our 6 radio stations. Stay safe. Good afternoon.